What's up, guys? This is Johan Bester from Charisma Performing Arts. Welcome to another idol analysis video where we are looking at, I should say, the top 20 performances. And I'm sorry, but I can't get away from Nutsa. Nutsa is one of my new favorite singers to listen to and to talk about. And I just want to do a shout out to all the fans from Georgia, the country, not the state. So many comments, so many new subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. I'm glad you enjoy the work that I do and the way that I analyze and try to be fair and educate. I want to educate through my analysis. I'm not just going to say, oh, that's beautiful, oh, that's beautiful, oh, that's beautiful. I want to say why. I want to talk about, key, selection of keys, selection of song, flow of breath, resonance in the sound, register changes, placement of vowels, all the kinds of things that do make it beautiful or not so beautiful. So yeah, Nutsa sang Unbreak My Heart in her top 20 performance. I haven't actually listened to it at all, so you will get a first reaction from me as we listen to this together.
Don't leave me in all this pain. Don't leave me out in the rain. Come back and bring back my smile. Come and take these tears away. I need your arms to hold me now. Nights are so unkind. Bring back those nights when I held you beside me. Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again. Undo this urge it caused when you walked out the door and walked out of my life. Uncried as tears. I cried so many nights. I break my heart. Don't leave me in all this pain. Don't leave me out in the rain. Bring back those nights when I had you beside me. Oh, break my heart. Say you love me again. I knew this urge it caused when you walked out the door and walked out of my life. Uncried tears, and I cried so many, many nights. Unbreak my heart.
Well, good on her for choosing a song for once where she stands still. Because we know how she loves to work the stage, as in cross the stage left to right and front to back, and go out on the little catwalk thingy that they had there before, and shake her head and whip her hair and all that kind of thing, which she does really well, which seemed to suit her personality and her style of performance. So this time she chose to sing a big, slow, ballady song, an iconic song in ways that millions of people know. And I think she did a good job of owning the stage from standing in that static position. And I often talk about how hard it is to stand still but own the stage. Own the stage is such a broad term, but you know what I mean, like command attention to that one spot where you're standing. It's much harder to do that than to have even worked out, steps that you cross the stage and you put your foot on a, fold back monitor, or you jump onto the little platform or something. When people have to follow you with their eyes, it's easier to keep their attention. as opposed to standing in one spot. So I think she did well. She definitely has that natural charisma for me that draws you in, that makes you focus on her. And she has great stagecraft. So she did that well. She didn't do as well vocally as I've heard her do. And if you haven't seen my analysis on Tyson Venegas, I spoke in that video as well about how at this stage the guys are really getting tired for good reason. They're working very hard. It's taxing on them physically, physiologically. It's taxing on them in an emotional roller coaster kind of way that you and I cannot understand unless we've been in that exact same situation. So maybe she is a little bit tired, but many of the way she chose to use her voice, the kind of sound she chose to make in a big part of this performance, she really modified the vowels to make them a bit darker. Unbreak this sea like that. Instead of unbreak these tears of heart, or whatever the words are. So she made many of her vowels much darker. So the resonance is more back placed in this resonant space. And that, of course, is totally under control and artistic choice. But in many of those, especially when she sang softly, the pitch wasn't secure, which is not what I'm used to from her. I think it's sort of forgivable because of the atmosphere that she's trying to create. And she knows how to dress, oh my gosh. Doesn't she? Like every time she dresses in a very specific way, she stands out. And it's never in a too quirky or too look at me kind of way. It's just very classy and very different sometimes, but very effective. So the purple dress and the lighting and everything, I thought it was beautiful. So the atmosphere that she tried to create for this song, the way she wanted to deliver this song, so that it's not just a Toni Braxton copy. I think because of that, the slight pitch imperfections are forgivable. Yeah, and then the vibrato, I've talked about her vibrato before. She can choose the kind of vibrato she wants to do because she has so much vocal skill. And she did a lot of the slow, soft vibrato like that. Yeah, and then it's under the pitch, which is her intention. It bothered my ears a little bit in this performance. But yeah, then she went big in the end. She certainly also knows how to build a performance. She knows how to take 2 minutes and do a short version of a song and give us a lot. So overall, I think she did well. I'm not sure, but I think she has captured America's hearts a little bit. And I think they will vote for her. And I think she deserves to go further in this competition. Even though this, for me, maybe wasn't her strongest performance of the last 4 or 5 performances that I saw of her. But I wish her well. I really like her, and I hope this goes well for Nutsa. Thank you for sharing the moment with me. I hope you're doing well, and that until next time, you will take care of yourself. Before you go, let me just take an opportunity to remind you of my Patreon page, Charisma Performing Arts Patreon page. That's for people like you who are really serious about developing your voice, enhancing your ability to communicate more effectively using your voice, whether it's for speaking or singing. Patreon, check it out. The link is in the description.